It's a dirty old town, dirty old town. Behind the factory wall. Who's that down there? Eileen? No, it's Alexandra and ticked off. Hello guys, good morning, well good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir, ticked off. How are you? How's the weather in Buffalo? How's the weather in Buffalo? It's 9.5 degrees Celsius here, which is 49 degrees Fahrenheit. Ticked off. Hello, how are you? Almost 7 p.m. Yeah, 5 hours behind, yeah. It's 49 Fahrenheit here. Just heading back home. It's a dirty old town. Dirty old town. Thank you. Who's that bottom one there? Is that Sis Dahlia? Can't see a fucking thing. I ticked off. I also managed to link up, which I finally found out how to do, my PayPal account as well, just in case anybody wants to buy me a phone holder for this windscreen. Hi Sis Dahlia, good morning. Read these messages, it's too dark, can't see. I'll be on the freeway. Thank you, thanks very much. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. It is literally so dark here. It's like a horror movie, it's so dark. It's a dirty old town. I can't even read what that says. All I can see is the word ladies. Ladies and night out, that's all I can see. Ladies of the night owl, I think that says. I can't see that. That's a point ticked off. When it's that cold, where do all the hookers go? Working the streets? When it's that cold. Sorry guys, I cannot read messages, I'm afraid. All I can say is it's so cold, that's throwing themselves. I can't see what that says. Sorry, ticked off. Guys, ticked off is going to be ticked off with Shamrock in a minute because I can't read the messages, I'm afraid. I need to buy a phone holder for the windscreen, which I don't have at the minute, I'm afraid. What the fuck's going on here? Oh, I thought there'd been a wee crash or something. No, it's not. They're just doing works. Road works everywhere. Lotsky, hi. I'm gonna be pissed off, Patriot. At least you're still a Patriot. Lotsky, hi. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Your birthday tomorrow. It's Lotsky's birthday tomorrow, guys. 23rd of January. No, nobody's here. Just me and you, Tick. Just me and TikTok. Me and TikTok. Me and you. Me and you. Me and TikTok. I hope this motorway's not closed. I don't think it is. No signs to say that it's closed. The time here. On the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. Guys, I love Lainey Wilson. Jenny, good morning, Jenny. Good morning, beautiful Jenny. You going home, Sham? Yes. Heading back to England, yes. Heading back to Liverpool. In a 4x4 you, babe. How are you, Jenny? guys. In a 4x4 by you, babe. Now I see the nearly midnight here. 4 minutes to midnight. Roadworks along here. Behind the gasworks wall. Dream the dream behind the old canoe. Just hanging out, some little West Coast town. Found a bar up by the sand, so I made my way in. First thing that caught my eye, like nothing I ever seen. Sunburn on her, a California dream. Yeah, she was shaking them hips. Some of my Motown song. I want you to know. Yeah, she moving through my mind. Respect to the highway workers. I don't know how they work at night in the cold and dark. Respect, much respect. Degrees now, warming up a wee bit, so it is. In a 4x4 by you, babe, NYC Good morning, good evening, guys, wherever you're watching. Hello. Just starting to rain here. I'll pop the news on for you guys. You can hear what the news is.
BBC Sounds. Someday I'm coming back, and it won't be long.
Where's the news? I want to hear the wee news.
Years, his right-wing, nationalist, conservative policies have set him apart from much of the European Union. He opposes Western military aid to neighbouring Ukraine and has retained strong political and economic ties with Russia. But this might be about to change. There are elections in just 3 months' time, and for the first time since 2010, his grip on power appears to be under threat. A relative newcomer with a new political party is now ahead in most opinion polls, and the battle lines are being drawn. I'll be joined by a panel of Hungarian politicians and commentators to debate the big issues facing voters. Join me for World Questions Hungary right after the BBC World Service News.
BBC News with Neil Nunes. President Trump says he will not go ahead with the trade tariffs that he had threatened to impose on allied countries that have supported Denmark's sovereignty over Greenland. In a social media post, Mr. Trump said a meeting with the head of NATO, Mark Rutte, had led to the framework of a potential deal covering Greenland and the Arctic region. NATO also described the meeting as very productive. Here's our North America correspondent, Peter Bowes.
In a statement, a spokesperson for NATO said future discussions would focus on ensuring Arctic security through the collective efforts of allies, especially the 7 Arctic allies, and that negotiations between Denmark, Greenland and the United States would aim to ensure that Russia and China never gain a foothold, economically or militarily, in Greenland. Many questions remain. There's much head-scratching over what exactly prompted the president's apparent climb down and whether the people of Greenland could finally rest easy given Mr. Trump's well-known habit of changing his mind.
Denmark's Foreign Minister Lars Løkke Rasmussen welcomed President Trump's announcement of a deal, saying that the day had ended better than it had started. Sweden's Deputy Prime Minister Ebba Busch has told the BBC it's time for Europe to lead itself.
President Trump does not respond well to weakness, and if he can see in his negotiating way of doing politics that he can move the pin, he will keep on pushing that pin. And that's the reason my message has been to my fellow European leaders: it's time for Europe to toughen up. It's time for us to hold the line.
President Trump has said that President Putin has accepted his invitation to join the Board of Peace initiative that's being set up with the stated aim of resolving conflicts around the world. Mr. Putin has not confirmed this. Earlier, he said Russia's reply to the invitation would only come after the foreign ministry had studied documents and consulted with strategic partners. The head of the Organization of American States has welcomed the release of political prisoners in Venezuela, but has said hundreds more remain in custody. More than 100 prisoners have been freed since U.S. Special Forces captured President Nicolás Maduro in Caracas 3 weeks ago. But the Secretary General of the OAS, Albert Randin, called on interim authorities in Venezuela to free those who are still being detained.
We continue to urge authorities in Venezuela to expedite the release. And I must say, it is not only for reasons of humanitarian law, but also for political reasons, to show that they are ready to engage on a process to political stability. It's a good sign if they would do that for political stability and democracy.
World news from the BBC. 3 activists who organized an annual Tiananmen vigil in Hong Kong before it was banned are going on trial on Thursday, facing national security charges. The vigil, commemorating China's deadly crackdown on pro-democracy demonstrators in Tiananmen Square in 1989, has been blocked since 2020, when Beijing imposed a national security law following pro-democracy protests. 2 of the defendants will contest their charges. The wife of Uganda's imprisoned veteran opposition figure Kizza Besigye says his life is in danger. Winnie Byanyima, a respected human rights advocate, says her husband is extremely weak, struggles to walk, and has a worsening infection. Taylor Swift has become the youngest female artist ever to be inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. The American singer has nearly 70 songs credited only to her. Andrew Ochieng has this report.
We were both young.
Oh, shut up! Shut the fuck up with you! Fucking garbage. Can't stand her. How is that even on UK news? I'll read all these messages soon, guys. Is that Brett? Hi, Brett. Hi, Brett, brother. How is the weather in Washington State? I know it's cold in Oregon at the moment, but you're the only guy I know in Seattle area. Yeah, I was just hanging out. Something to the West Coast town. Is TikTok still there? Who's No, I'm gonna read all these in a minute, guys. I can't see them at the moment, I'm afraid.
Controlling the press and of democratic backsliding. His supporters point to his democratic mandate with impressive victories in the past 4 elections. They argue his pro-growth, pro-family, anti-immigration policies have in fact got Hungarians back to work standards of living, and he has put himself and his country firmly on the world map that appears to be under threat. A new political public is our panel. Ondras Laszlo is a member of the European Parliament representing Viktor Orban's governing Fidesz party.
Hey Ruby! Hi Ruby, how's the pub quiz? I'll read all these messages. I'll catch up with you guys in a minute. I'm about 10 minutes away from home, and I'm going to read all these. I'm going to have a cup of tea. We can have a wee chat if you like.
Thanks for having me.
And lastly, Suzana Selami is a former politician and is now a research fellow at the CEU Democracy Institute and author of Tainted Democracy, Viktor Orban and the
Which party will be the winner in Hungary in the election of 2026? And how can Hungary stay out of the war and prolong peace?
Which party, she asks, will be the winner of the election in Hungary, and how can Hungary stay out of the war, that is presumably the Ukrainian war, and prolong peace? Kati cannot be with us. She is someone who's very much in favour of the current Prime Minister Viktor Orban, and she fears that the country will be dragged into the war in Ukraine. Opinion polls suggest a pretty close race between the governing Fidesz party and a new challenger, Tisa. We invited Tisa to come on the programme, but they declined. Ondras Laszlo from the governing Fidesz party. Which party will win, and how can Hungary stay out of the war?
Thank you for this question. This is the million-dollar question, of course, and at the end of the day, it's the Hungarian citizens who are going to decide. But I think we are the favorites, Fidesz and the Christian Democrats, our alliance. We've been in power since 2010. I think we are the favorites at this election, too. We have a proven track record of the last 15 years. And I believe in this uncertain times, which is the changing international landscape, the changing global power balance, is in such a situation the best choice for Hungary.
No traffic on the road at this time. 10 past midnight.
Is putting
10 past midnight, guys, here. 10 past 12. 10 past 8 Philippines. 10 past 7 East Coast, USA, Canada. Gonna read these in a minute, guys. I'm not ignoring you. Behind the gasworks, behind the old canoe. It's a dirty old town. Guys, we're just going over the River Mersey now. That means we're nearly back home. Gonna read these in a minute, guys. And we'll get the kettle on and we'll have a cup of tea together. It's a dirty old town, dirty old town. Ticked off is going to be ticked off for me in a minute. I'm not answering these messages. Gonna read all these in a minute, guys. Sorry about this. Everyone's going to be ticked off with Shamrock. It's a dirty old town. Dirty old town. Dream the dream by the old canal. Thanks, ticked off. All I can just see, it says you're good. Ticked off is an absolute legend. He's my brother from another mother. I met my love. Dreamed a dream by the old canal. God, it's an absolute ghost town. I've not seen a single car. It's just Shamrock out on the road, I think. There's no one else about. I haven't seen another car anywhere. I'm 55. All I can see is I'm 55. So 9.5 degrees here, 49 Fahrenheit, 9.5 Celsius. It's a dirty old town. Dirty old town. So it's actually warmed up here, ticked off, you know. It's not cold one bit. Which I think, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Buffalo is on the same latitude as here. Can't be much different. I don't know. I met my love. Dreamed a dream by the old canal. Quarter past 12 here. 15 minutes after midnight. So it is. TikTok. I think it's all. Oh, David's there. Hi, David. Sorry, mate. I'm going to read all these messages in just a second. How are you, David? So I'm going to go this way because I think that road's going to be closed. I don't want to have to. Morning, David. How are you? all these messages in 5 minutes. I'm 5 minutes from home, guys. Dreamed a dream by the old canal. It's a dirty old town, dirty old town. Guys, I'm just going to pop you in my pocket. I'm just going to pop you in my pocket, guys. And I'm going to read all these lovely messages. Hopefully, no rude ones. Won't be a minute, guys. I'm going to be 2 minutes. Just laughing at all these messages or something, eh? Pub was good. I'm going to sleep soon. Okay, we'll catch up soon, really. Ticked off you are so funny, honestly. Yes, I'm here now. I'm gonna head off for the bed. But thank you so much, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow because I'm gonna go to sleep now. But love you all.